Welcome to NetSupport Radio, the official broadcaster of Bett.
Listeners, my next guest joining me live is Morrison from Tassomai. Hello, welcome to the show. Tell me all about yourself and your business.
Oh, thanks very much for having me. It's really nice to meet you and good to see you guys at NetSupport again. My name's Murray. I'm a former teacher and I founded and developed the software company Tassomai.
Wow.
And we're now in our 10th year. We just had our 10th birthday. We work mostly with secondary schools around the UK, but we are a global business as well. And basically students use our program to reinforce learning, but it uses all those great techniques of proper diagnostic, adaptive, spaced repetition to make sure students are really learning what they need to learn. We give feedback to teachers and we have great engagement. We've just passed, I think, 2.5 billion questions on the platform this year.
So is it a Socratic kind of process, or is it, I'm trying to get my head around it. Tell me what the user experience is.
Well, for a student point of view, they just have an app on their phone, which is a kind of fun quizzing game.
Nice.
They only need to use it for sort of 5 or 10 minutes a day, and what we're doing is doing all the work in the background to make sure that what they're given is a very simple challenge to complete a couple of quizzes. But what they don't necessarily realise what's going on in the background is that we're formulating those quizzes to really implant the knowledge they need. Sometimes we'll pop up a video or get them to read an article, but most of it is learning through quizzing. And so the engagement is easy, the attainment is effortless, and all that information we gather about the students throughout the week, we can feed back to them or their parents or their teachers. So it's really powerful.
And is that the kind of solution we're going to need to look for to get us out of what we can perceive as the AI cul-de-sac of a problem that we're going down at the moment? We're all worried that computers are going to be writing the answer for the child.
Well, yeah, and I'm afraid of the term AI, to be honest. Even though it's written in the name Tassomai, we don't really present that as a solution because I think there's a very real concern in education of like black box thinking, what's going on behind the algorithm.
Yeah.
We've always been very transparent about what we do and how we work and really share information with teachers because I was a teacher myself. I want to know that the program is efficacious, that it's well written, that it's written by teachers and for students properly. So, but to your point, what I think is great about this kind of approach is it's really making the student do the learning themselves. We like to think of ourselves as being like an educational personal trainer. You know, you go to the gym, the personal trainer will show you the ropes and get you to do the right exercises, but you're in the end the one lifting those weights or running on the treadmill. What you don't do is get the AI, the personal trainer, to go do the exercise for you. You're not going to get fit that way. So it's very much the idea that we lead the student to the work, we give them the right exercise for them to benefit. We're all about kind of educational efficiency. So every engagement a student has, we want to have maximum learning impact, which is why we're a very evidence and research-led organisation to make sure we deliver on that promise. And we don't really do that black box thinking where it's like, well, let the AI do it for you.
And how do you get around making sure to me, so my form of identity, why can't I have my big brother answer the questions? What's in it to stop me from wanting to do that?
Well, to an extent, you could have a system where we're not blockchain kind of ready, where but to be honest, it's generally used in schools in the classroom. Where
Gotcha. Okay.
Or it's on a device. I mean, it's theoretically possible that you could get your big brother to do your homework for you, but of then course. Wasn't that always the case?
Indeed, it was.
My own son's in primary school, and I find myself doing an awful lot of maths help. So that's hard to avoid, but we do our best to kind of make sure it's kind of done that way. But one of the nice things is lots of students do that work in school, so it's witnessed, and we actually can track a lot of what's done.
The behaviour, the language is often different. You can usually spot it a mile off if you know the child. It should be really easy, and that's always one of the defences that I put up when everyone says it's whoa, it's just going to be awful for us all, and the future looks really interesting. So it takes it in the form. I like the fact that you're in an app environment which you can run on devices and phones. I like that as well. I think that's very, very powerful. What do the teachers? What the educators? What's their interface? What do they get?
Well, and this is really why I started Tassomai, was for myself as a teacher. I wanted not to have to spend my whole time repeating the facts that I wanted my students to learn.
Sure.
So the first thing was to make the app essentially do the job of getting students to practice knowledge, reinforce, learn, grow, so I can teach them the next thing. But I also wanted to kind of superpower myself as a teacher and become like pedagogically clairvoyant. So what we build for teachers is a live constantly updating RAG rating systems, so they can explore, all right, across the curriculum, where are my students doing well, where they are advancing, where are they struggling, so I can plan my intervention, reteach to a class, or get certain students and kind of work with them in a smaller group to really tackle a problem. That's been hugely successful, and our research and evidencing on how that data correlates with actual student outcomes in terminal exams has been really compelling, really powerful. So teachers use that a lot to plan their teaching, and we actually turn that also into a live data visualization for students, which looks like a growing tree. So we can even, I don't want to cut out the teachers, obviously, but it's really nice for a student as well to see that map of their data grow and have their own chance to sort of essentially intervene on their own learning as well.
And as the lesson leader, can I put my own content in? Or do I have to use the stuff that's in the library?
I mean, in theory, yes, but one of our whole tenets here is to reduce teacher workload. We're not one of those platforms that's content agnostic and requires the teacher to do extra work, because why are we doing that? Secondly, and I don't want to sound rude here to teachers, but the content we build is written by experts who are not only experts in the subject, but experts in making content that lives on the platform most powerfully. So we do work with teachers to do content for them when they write bespoke stuff, but it tends not to be that high quality in terms of where content meets the platform. Can it really be powerful? So yes, we've worked with schools to build custom content, but the content we build is curated and is generally far more powerful. So we'd rather you used it out of the box and let it run, because that's what delivers the results.
Sounds brilliant. If you are interested in this, listeners, where do they go to find out more?
Well, this year we're actually not exhibiting at Bett, but we usually are, so you'll definitely find us any other year. But you can find us on our website. The challenge is, of course, can you spell Tassomai? So good luck with that. But it is TASSOMAI.com. And you can just get in touch with us on the website. We do free school trials for schools, and we do a range of subjects: science, maths, English, geography, history, computer science, and more besides. So get in touch and we'll take you through it and let you see what it can do for your school.
Murray, great to chat with you.
Nice to meet you.